The Michigan Wolverines comprise 29 varsity sports teams at the University of Michigan. These teams compete in the NCAA's Division I and in the Big Ten Conference in all sports except women's water polo, which competes in the NCAA Interdivisional Collegiate Water Polo Association. Team colors are maize and blue, though these are different shades of maize and blue than those used by the university at large. The winged helmet is a recognized icon of Michigan athletics. The Wolverines are an athletic powerhouse nationally. In the past 13 of 20 years, Michigan has finished in the top 5 of the NACDA Directors' Cup, a list compiled by the National Association of Collegiate Directors of Athletics that charts institutions' overall success in college sports. Just as impressive, has finished in the top 10 of the Directors' Cup standings in 20 of the award's 26 seasons, good for 5th best nationally. The University of Michigan Athletic Department sponsors teams in 14 men's and 15 women's NCAA sanctioned sports. The men's baseball team won national championships in 1953 and 1962 and has sent 138 players to the major leagues. The current coach of the Michigan Wolverines is Eric Burkich, who came to the University of Michigan after the 2012 season when Rich Maloney stepped down. Michigan has won 35 conference championships, made 24 NCAA tournament appearances and won those 2 national titles. For 13 seasons from 1990 to 2002, Michigan won a lone Big Ten title in 1997 and made just 1 NCAA appearance in 1999. In 2015, Coach Burkich led the program to its first NCAA tournament berth since 2008 after needing to win the Big Ten tournament to qualify. In 2019, the Michigan Wolverines baseball team made it to the College World Series in Omaha, Nebraska. The men's basketball team plays its games at Chrysler Center. The Wolverines have won 14 Big Ten regular season titles, as well as the inaugural Big Ten tournament in 1998, which it later forfeited due to NCAA violations. The team has appeared in the NCAA Final Four on 8 occasions and won the national championship. In 1989 under Steve Fisher, the program later vacated its 1992 and 1993 Final Four appearances due to NCAA violations. Other notable players who played for Michigan include Roy Tarpley, Loy Watt, Gary Grant, Terry Mills, Glenn Rice, Jalen Rose, Rumeel Robinson, Ricky Green, Phil Hubbard, Jamal Crawford, Juwan Howard, Chris Webber, Jimmy King, Ray Jackson, Cassie Russell, Danielle Houghton, Campy Russell, and Mark Hughes. During the 1990s, the program became involved in a scandal involving payments from a booster named Ed Martin to 4 players: Chris Webber, Morris Taylor, Robert Traylor, and Lewis Bullock. The scandal ultimately resulted in 4 years probation and a self-imposed ban from postseason play in the 2002-03 season. Also voluntarily vacated regular season wins and NCAA tournament games from selected past seasons, vacating the results of 113 games won while the 4 players were eligible, including the 1992 and 1993 Final Fours, the entire 1992-93 season, and all seasons from fall 1995 through spring 1999. After the scandal, Michigan men's basketball would then go 10 years without making the NCAA tournament from 1999 to 2008. They would eventually end the drought in 2009 under then head coach John Beilein. In 2013, the program would reach its first Final Four in 20 years before falling to Louisville in the national championship, 82-76. The program reached another Final Four in 2018, its second under Beilein. The team would once again reach the championship game, but instead fall to the Villanova Wildcats men's basketball. Beilein would accept a position as the Cleveland Cavaliers head coach after 12 years at Michigan. His replacement for the following season would be alumnus Juwan Howard. Michigan traveled to St. Thomas for the Paradise Jam tournament over Thanksgiving weekend in 2011. They took on Prairie View A&M in their first game on Thanksgiving Day and won 59-53. In their second game, they faced Washington State and won easily, 69-39. On the final day of the tournament, they played Marquette and won 71-51 to win the 2011 Paradise Jam Championship. Jenny Ryan had a double-double, with 13 points and 10 rebounds, to help Michigan to a 7-0 record on the year. The women's basketball team is coached by Kim Barnes-Arico, who became the head coach in 2012, formerly the head coach of the St. John's Red Storm. Arico was named the Big East Conference Coach of the Year for 2012. The men's and women's cross-country teams have been nationally renowned since 1974 when Ron Warhurst started coaching the men, and more recently as alum Mike McGuire took on the women's team in 1991. The women's team has qualified for the NCAA championships every year but two since 1988, finishing second in 1994, and winning 5 consecutive Big Ten titles from 2002 to 2006. The men's team has qualified for the NCAA 24 times in the last 34 years, with the highest